Cheers. This is so fun. I was so looking forward to a day off. And it's a little naughty too, like just to take a day off or run around. I have a whole list of things that these little suck pits want me to do all the time. And it all has to do with putting like $3,000 on the credit card for this, $3,000 for that. Hey, can I do this for the summer? Oh, summer abroad. Andrew wants to live near Buckingham Palace. He thinks that's...
You probably wants to live in it.
I know. And he would get along, and they'd probably think he was cute and keep him.
Well, cheers. Thank you for coming.
Of course, thank you for having me. I feel very special.
You should feel special. There's certain friends that we have that don't approve of my type of humor.
Stop. But they still come around.
I don't know why.
So, I mean, that's the thing.
Free food.
Yeah, that's the thing I always thought of the people who were, nannying or like babysitting for my kids. Every time I saw that cart pull back into the driveway, I'm like, I didn't think they were coming back. They came back.
Oh, you mean us?
No, I'm saying they keep coming around, these babysitters. Like, we're not that crazy.
Oh, no.
Because I thought that my family and the craziness inside would drive them away.
Oh, no.
And yet they kept coming back. I kept seeing it. I'm like, Greg, she's back. Thank God. We can go out tonight.
Oh, you mean Nadia?
No, just all of them. All of the different sitters that we've had. And we haven't had too many because they stick around. So
That's
they
good.
must, I mean, thank God.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that support, it'd be terrible.
What are we going to talk about today? Well, talk first about your kids abandoning you and going to college. It's little assholes.
I know, exactly.
Rude.
Yeah. And I guess I would say, like, Peter, I felt like with everything with Peter, my first baby, everything was by the book. So, like, even when he was a baby. So he's my most neurotic. Like, he won't say he's neurotic, but he is a little bit neurotic. But I gave him that neuroses.
What neurotic person says they're neurotic, though?
Exactly. So I gave him a little bit of that neuroses. It's my fault. So, like, I had a checklist. It was like a pre-flight checklist before we'd go out when he was a baby. Do I have this? Do I have that? Like, everything, first-time parent. And you had the backpack.
Are you like that? You know the commercial?
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Is it that
everything had to be
the oil change commercial where it's like the first baby?
Yep, check.
They're like doing that, and then the second baby, they're handing it to the greasy oil change guy.
Absolutely, and that's how it is. And my kids, all their personalities are defined by that. Yes. So for Peter, again with the college and everything, like I went to the classes at school. I never missed a meeting at school. Anything that they said, here's how to arrange your kids' closet for efficiency and, blah, blah, blah. I'll go. I'll do that. I'll do everything. Like, I did everything.
Oh, you were such a good mom.
I was a nerdball. I did all those little things. No. But my poor Pete, I probably nagged the crap out of that kid and probably made him crazy. And so what I'm saying is when he went to college, like, this is how you're supposed to feel. This is what you're supposed to do. Like, I pretty much helped him.
Someone is at the front door.
Oh, that's probably your wine delivery.
I didn't order wine.
It could be wine. I think it's wine.
Do you think so?
Could be wine or it could
Hey,
be
Reagan, can you get that?
So anyway, that kid was so, like, clocked in, clocked out, like, check. So when we took him to college and, like, we did our thing, and then he looked at me like I brought all the things that I thought was perfect and got him all set up. No, got him all set up.
Like, his dorm room was all like
it was cute. No, because he is not like that. So like it was very like true to the colors of the school and like, just boy, like it wasn't over the top. And I would ask him things. He'd be like, "Are you kidding your mom? I don't need that." Like he's pretty self-sufficient in that way. Like he doesn't need a lot of stuff. So once we got everything set, and I'm like, "Oh, you're all like moved in and." I just wanted to spend time with him. I wanted to go to the dining hall with him or something like that.
You wanted to go have lunch with him?
Yeah, exactly.
Or breakfast?
And he, no.
There's no way he'd get his ass kicked if his mom showed up to the lunchroom with him.
All these kids came up that some of them he didn't even know were going to go to school with him. And they came down, like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he was like, he kind of looked at me and he was like, "Okay. Well, thanks for all your help.
Bye."
Yeah, exactly. This is like
get the fuck out.
That's what happened. So I was like,
Hey, Mom, thank you for giving birth to me,
I mean,
spending all this
so
money on
sad.
me,
I
for my
know.
matching duvet cover,
I know.
and get the fuck out.
Exactly. That's exactly how it turned out. So I was like, oh, okay, hug. And then I walked down. I'm trying to be cool, walking down the hall like my kid didn't just kick me out. All the girl mommies are fluffing and moving in carpets and all these big items from IKEA. They need the whole elevator. Like we had 3 things hanging on our back. Like he didn't want anything. And then I leave thinking all these parents are still there. And I'm like, am I lame for leaving? Like, should I have said, oh no, let's have our exiting, parting, lunch, dinner, whatever. No,
But
so
he
I got
told you to
in
get
the
out.
car. No, he did. And I got in the car, turned the corner,
Lost your shit.
lost my shit. Yeah, so that's how that worked out. But I have to say at home, there was probably, and I'm not blaming him, but there was probably less strife because it was just more calm.
I think there's a
not
difference,
having-
though,
yeah.
your first one being a boy versus a girl. My oldest daughter had been a real asshole to me her senior year of high school. So when it was time for her to go to college, I'm like, hey, Michael, you drive her up there. That's right, you drive her up there. He goes, what? What? You
What do
wanna
I
go?
do with the
I'm like,
girl stuff?
I'm like, nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope. I mean, I guess I was trying to be a bitch, but I was also wanting Michael to kind of see that kind of cuckoo side of her. Because she put on...
And she's not civil. I'm just saying,
Oh.
they get to the point where they are different people.
Oh, they
because
have
they're
two
pushing
faces.
you away.
They have
too.
a face for their mom
Yeah.
and a face for their dad, for sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
Mhm.
And what about with Andrew? Did you cry too with Andrew?
Oh.
Did he?
He's so precious. No,
You
he
did.
was so. Let me explain something to you.
He's huggy.
He's huggy, but Peter is the most, actually, he is the most cuddly of all my kids. This big boy, tall guy, he will cuddle still. He's really cute about it. Andrew's like, Ma, I'm going to give you 5 minutes because I just got back from the gym, just showered. I'm about to go upstairs to go to bed. I'm really tired. He always uses the really tired and then he's up doing his thing. But he'll be like, I got 5, you got 5 minutes. And, then I hold him and,
Hello.
but that's about it. He's not overly or anything. He's very inclusive.
But you know what? They're never
he's-
gonna know. They're never gonna know how hard that
Mhm.
is until they
Mhm.
do it.
And he's the smartest because he's very, like I said, inclusive. So he knows, yeah, come on, Mom and Dad, let's go out to lunch or let's do that. And then we'll bring friends or we'll, we're going to pay. We're going to take them at a nice lunch.
Yeah.
And if he wants us to go to a game or whatever, it's all on, the day's on us.
Oh, yeah, they
So
love that
he's
shit.
the one who's thinking things like that. And he just, and especially he has such a great, easy relationship with Greg where they are truly, it's funny because I feel like some of Andrew is more like me.
Mhm.
But he and Greg just they gel so well together.
Yeah.
They've got such an easygoing relationship.
Was Greg a mama's boy? Your husband a mama's boy?
He was the favorite in the family.
Favorite. Not
And I
mama.
can
We won't
say
call
that-
him mama's boy.
I can say that unabashedly because I feel like everybody would agree because he was the baby.
Oh, okay.
So you know what he would do? The tricks that he had is that, and I found out from the neighbor across the street because she caught on to Greg
Mhm.
and his tricks where, and Greg's mom just didn't get it because Greg's middle brother was always in trouble for some reason.
Mhm. So he got
good
away with
kid.
He got away with everything.
Greg would feign that his older brother would hit him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, he's such a liar. And then his mom would be like, oh, and going crazy on his older brother, going crazy. And he'd be like, Ma, what did I do? I didn't do anything. He was, and it took the neighbor across the street. She pulled me aside. She goes, he's full of shit. That one. That one's full of shit.
But by the time y'all were engaged, you knew it was full of shit.
But he was, exactly, but he was.
Hey, girl.
I know. Yeah, it's so funny because he is definitely different than any of the guys that I dated before. So he's his own, and that's probably why we never, we didn't break up. We just had a very kind of good thing.
Well,
But he's very different.
When Reagan went to college, we brought every kid to Target or whatever was closest. And Michael took her and he calls me and he goes, you're not going to believe how much I just spent at Target. I said, yes, I will.
Surprise me.
Yes, I will.
don't
He's like
think so.
$400, whatever.
Yeah.
We needed 2 baskets. And I'm like, because you have the
Yeah.
word sucker written all over your
Yeah.
face. So Reagan got every dumb... I'm sure
Everything.
it's still in a box somewhere.
Oh,
Half
I've got that
shit
coming.
unused.
I've got that
unused.
coming.
Oh, for sure.
I've got that coming for sure. So, and it's kind of worked out great because I think my expectations are like, I'm kind of excited a little bit about it because it's like, oh, we can be fluffy. I've already picked things out and she's like, no. Like I found this pink tray that was like
Oh, for your youngest. For
chinoiserie.
youngest.
Yeah, for her. Like it was so cute and pink and like so like Lily Pulitzer, and she's like, I'm like,
Well, we can get her like a little pink thing and just write cunty spice on it.
I
Because
know.
then it's
Well,
like cute, but it's got edge.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
probably good. Maybe write
Yeah.
in gold letters where it looks a little fancier.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if we do like enough curly cues, nobody really know what it says. That's interesting. Does that say?
Does it
Nah.
say what I
Not
think
her.
it says?
Not her.
That's right.
But meanwhile, we all know.
You know what? We could do a front side and a back side. Like for public consumption and for...
And then we could be like,
like
hey,
when she's missing home.
yeah,
and she knows,
she could be
like-
the sweet side, and then
It's the
yeah.
sweet side for everybody else, but
Yeah.
the cunty side for
But
us.
she doesn't want me to be like involved in that process, like picking her dorm stuff, which is kind of. I mean, I'll be involved because I'll
you'll
be
be-
cha-ching,
Oh, yeah.
cha-ching,
Oh, yeah.
cha-ching.
Oh, yeah. You'll be involved.
But yeah, I'll be involved, but like not to the point where I want to be involved. The boys didn't give 2 craps about like any of that stuff, except that like some of the things that I said, oh no, you're really gonna need this. Oh no, I don't need that. I don't need it. It's never gonna fit in the car. Blah blah blah. And then later I'm sending stuff
Well-
via Amazon or whatever.
Well, Grant,
so they all know better.
when we went to Target with him, we were in the parking lot, and I said, Grant, if Dad, needs to take you on the aisles by the pharmacy, I can just stay like somewhere else in the thing.
Poor Grant.
And he's like, what? And I'm like, well, I'm not encouraging you to do, sexual
I want you to be
things.
safe, Grant.
But he goes, oh my God.
so he shut you down.
Mom, he goes, Mom, if I need condoms, I
I'll get
will
them
go buy
myself.
them myself. I'm like, okay, that's good, okay.
So I didn't offer to buy any for Andrew.
Well, it's a school supply.
I know, you're so right. You're so right. And I think all kids should be worried about that because, like, who wants anything special that'll last your whole life from college experiences?
Listen, it's not like an ABC special in like when we were in high school where they like would
The
hand out
after school,
condoms
yeah.
during the special, or
Yeah.
the girl would get pregnant and they'd make like the big morals about it. Like it
Yeah.
was just like, now they're just out there in the wilderness.
Yep. Well, I told you what Andrew told me, right?
Mm-mm.
When I talked to him about it.
Oh, about sex?
Well, I mean, not even that. Like, this was just making sure he was doing okay, and he's at school, and it just seemed like he just had, a couple of different friends.
He had turned into like a stud muffin.
I don't know if he turned into one.
No,
or
but I
if he
mean,
just
like,
continued.
he was able to express his stud muffin persona
But the difference
with increased frequency.
perhaps, perchance, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference between Grant would have been like my Pete. Peter would have shut me down, been horrified, been embarrassed, which is completely normal by the way.
Andrew would have been like, yeah, Mom, I need extra large.
Yeah, that would have been peachy. Did you know that story when he was like 7?
Oh my
And he
God.
had, and his mom bought him the extra large cup. It was like this big, like a 7-year-old. It was so weird.
I mean, wishful thinking.
It was crazy.
Wishful
It was
thinking.
so crazy. But anyway, no, Andrew just, his face lights up and he goes, come on, Ma, we all know to wrap it before you tap it.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God. What does that mean, Andrew? And he just laughs. So
He knows,
like,
he
I
knows.
No, I know. But I don't know if he's doing that to egg me on or whether he's, but at any rate, he said, okay, I get you. I'm going to take care of things. You don't need to worry. So that's what kind of shut me down. I'm like, whatever. But just the difference in children
Oh, yeah.
is like night and day. Just
Oh, yeah, for
personality
sure.
and how they handle stuff. And I'm, oh my God, I'm like, what do I need? Do I need to be worried? Or should I just feel like good, at least he's careful. I don't know what to say.
Oh, my gosh.
His personality, though, he's funny.
Oh my God.
He's funny, and he's
That's
not
good.
worried about being open. You know, he's not worried about.
Well, I mean, I
Like-
think it's good that he talks to you, but I think he's also trying to fuck with you. A
Yes,
little bit.
I do. I think it's both. I think
They,
he likes
they enjoy
to see.
torturing us.
Yes, for
The
sure.
kids are rotten, just like their
Yes.
dads.
Yes, that's for sure.
All right, when was the last time that Greg chased you around the house because he was horny?
Probably this morning. I mean, that's like. He
Is
works
it a daily
from
occurrence?
home. Yeah, he works from home. So yeah, he's always chasing me. He said he's always going to chase me, and sometimes.
That's so nice.
But then.
Oh, that's like a Hallmark card.
I know, but then
Aw.
sometimes I'm like, have you seen me, like, in the morning, like, when I'm at my worst? And he's still, I'm like, Greg, you're desperate. And he's like, don't say that. That makes me feel, like, you know, he's like, that's not true. And I'm like, what does he see? Because I just see, like, this haggard person
he's the
that
only
needs
woman-
more sleep.
He's the only one. Well, you know what? Just
Only in the morning. Then
quick-
I get my
quick-
shit together and I'm better.
Right,
But
right.
I'm just saying, like, you just don't even care, do you? Like,
He doesn't care.
Sense of, like,
if it's
he'll take it when he can get it.
hole.
He'll take it when he can get it. Hey, listen, our joke about our, like, even some friends and stuff that have 2 kids versus our 4 or 5, 3.
Mm.
He's like, oh yeah, they must not, they don't do it as much as we do. Like, you know, he's like, they must not like sex if they just have like 1 or 2. Like, I mean, it's just a
Oh
joke,
my gosh. Well, they're all
Total
constantly
joke,
horny.
but-
Right after I had Reagan, Michael told the doctor, make sure you stitch that up real good. He said,
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
and okay, so I'm glad, Reagan was just this beautiful little creature, but I really did have these crazy emotions where I wanted to murder him
Mhm.
for saying that, but I also was like in love with my new baby. So it
Mhm.
was like, oh, do I murder my new baby's father today? Like on day 1 of her out of the body life.
Mhm.
And I didn't, and he's still alive.
Well, what goes along with that comment from Greg about us having 4 and crazy is that he says that we're overbred. The kids are overbred.
They're not overbred.
So it's all in jest, everyone. It's all in jest.
They're
so
all,
we just
they're
laugh.
all adorable.
Like, I would have never expected, as an only child, to have so many kids. However, I think I always wanted that because it's kind of lonely. I mean, it's
Yeah.
lonely. And that's probably my, just having so many good friends and
Mhm.
friends that I've had forever, for
Mhm.
30, 40 years, that I'm still very, very close to. It's like they were
Well,
my
you needed
sisters.
that outlet. You needed that outlet.
Right,
for
so
sure.
I was always very social.
Mhm.
And so that's great. And I kind of watched that from my parents. They entertained a lot. However, they had 4 younger siblings on each side. So they were the oldest of 4 younger. So 4 younger
Wow.
brothers,
Wow.
4 younger sisters. So
Wow.
my parents, even though I'm an only child, they didn't take any like princess BS. Like they were never like, oh yeah, you can get away with, oh, isn't she so cute? Isn't she the best? She's the smartest. Nothing like that. Like they were just like about, they'd already had the experience of helping to raise their 4 younger, so they just weren't like as overbearing, that kind of.
Well, you know what was not so great for you? Like, I was the youngest of 3.
Mhm.
So I had seen all the dumb shit my sisters had done.
Oh yeah, I never saw. I didn't know
And
that.
I learned how to get away with stuff.
Oh,
Plus,
well, that was great.
plus my
that was
parents said, especially my mom said, by the time you were in high school, I was just so tired.
Yeah.
And I'm
Nice.
like, good, because I know you'll be asleep at 8:30. I'm
When
going to do
I'm
whatever
getting
I
out.
want.
Exactly.
Bye.
Exactly.
That's when back in those days, like nobody had, or we didn't have anyway, I didn't have a key to the house. So
I did. I
we
had
just
a key.
either, left it unlocked or when my
We
parents,
couldn't
whatever.
do that. It wasn't safe enough where I grew up. I mean, it wasn't like a bad high crime, but there was definitely crime. We were only 5 miles from Baltimore City.
Oh my gosh.
So-
I had to put WD-40 on the front door so that when I came in, the hinges didn't squeak.
What would that scare you?
Sneak.
Or just
No,
like
no, no. I was
when you were
sneaking in.
sneaking. When
I
you were
was
sneaking.
coming
Okay.
back in.
So what I had to do, so my parents were pretty smart. So my dad had been a Maryland state trooper for like 10 years or whatever.
Oh, shit.
So, and then he was in NSA. So I couldn't lie either because he performed polygraphs.
He did a polygraph on you?
No, not on me. No.
But you thought he
But
might.
my God, if I did something, if I touched my nose while I was telling them something, or if I scratched my head, like he knew.
Did he ever?
So I just
did he
had
ever
to-
say, "If you lie to me, I'm
Oh!
going to polygraph"?
No, he never said that. That's very like he was.
I'm surprised.
No, he's so like.
You were
mature,
so afraid to do stuff.
Yeah, he was just very like. He was also very professional, so he
So
would have never.
you were
said
kind of
that.
just like whoring around during the daylight hours. You came home.
No,
You came home like, you know, like did you have a curfew?
Yeah, like I'm sure my parents had a curfew for me. And what my mom would do is she would set the alarm. So like say my curfew was at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
She would set the alarm and have no problems going to bed and going to sleep. But
Right.
if that alarm went off before I came in, I had to kiss them because my mom could smell whether I'd been drinking.
Oh shit.
And I had to turn off the alarm. So like if I were late, then the alarm would have gone off, which is pretty brilliant actually for the timing.
So they knew. Right.
So they knew. However, my parents growing up, we lived right on the water and we had a boat, and so my parents would go out frequently on the weekends. It's like you leave your kid.
Did you have parties at your house?
Yes. They knew that. One time they came home and there were cigarette butts all in like the brick courtyard in the front. And my mom said that. I was like, oh, the guys came to check our heating system or whatever. Like, I don't know how you
You know
pulled
what?
that.
At least your friends were considerate enough and smoked outside.
No, they did because there was a big sign that said no smoking. I'm not even kidding. My mom detested the smell of smoke. Her parents were big time smokers. She hated it.
Yeah.
And so there was literally a sign. I think it's pretty tacky to
Well, at
have
least your
that, but
friends-
she was serious. So like, at least my friends did that. Yeah, they.
So
could
a
not
lot
smoke
of the neighborhood moms probably had those signs like, what is it, neighborhood watch or whatever. And your
We
mom
did have
said,
that. We had the neighborhood
no
watch,
smoking.
but like we had like a high fence on one side. My parents weren't like buddies with the neighbors or anything. Like we had two kind of high fences, and then the front was open, but the high fences. And I lived on a lot that was like skinny and long, so it was deep enough where, you know, like if you're hanging out in this one area, like no one could tell. It's not like I had ragers while they were gone. However, there were sometimes when we were inside.
Did you have hiding places where you make out with your boyfriends?
Yes, and unfortunately one time, yeah, my parents.
They caught you?
Mm-hmm.
Was that all you were doing? Or, I mean, you don't.
Yes, I wasn't like a dirty whore. No,
You're just a whore, not a dirty one.
not a bad one. Just a kissing whore, maybe.